It's time for our Southern California housing market update, where we're going to be looking at some of the major counties here in Southern California that we've helped people buy and sell homes in. And we're going to go through some of the most recent data, taking a look at home prices, number of new listings coming on the market, and what is the average percentage of the original list price that homes are currently selling for in each county. So if you are thinking about buying or selling a home in this area, feel free to call, text, or email me anytime. More than happy to help you out and answer any questions that you might have. If you enjoy watching this video and find the information helpful, I'd also appreciate it if you hit the like button below. And please subscribe if you like to stay up to date on the housing market. So let's get into it here. And we're going to be taking a look at home prices first. And what we're looking at now is a graph from InfoSparks, which shows the median home price for each county for all single-family residences, condos, and townhomes. And you can see here that home prices, at least the median home price on a month-over-month basis, is starting to drop in many of these counties. But on a year-over-year basis, home prices are almost unchanged. So in Orange County, there actually was a 0% change in July 2024. The median home price was $1.2 million, and that's exactly where it sits today. In San Diego County, the median home price dropped 0.8% year over year. Los Angeles County was up 0.9% year over year, and in Riverside County, it was down 2.2% year over year. So home prices, at least the median home price, really hasn't changed much since last year. And we're seeing a very similar story play out in the home price indexes, which are typically a more accurate way to look at home prices. The only thing with the home price indexes is that they're a little bit slower. So right now, the most recent data we have is for June. And so in looking at the Freddie Mac Home Value Index, they don't do county data, they do kind of a larger metro area. So for them, it's defined as Los Angeles, Long Beach, Anaheim, California. In that region, home prices are up 0.92% year over year. For San Diego, Chula Vista, and Carlsbad, they have them down 0.93%. And then in Riverside, San Bernardino, Ontario, they have them up 0.11%. So again, telling a very similar story to the median home prices we were looking at, where home values really haven't changed much. And then lastly, we can look at the Zillow Home Value Index. And again, they do break their data down into counties that we can look at. So in Orange County, prices up 3.22% on a year over year basis. San Diego County down 0.27%. Los Angeles County up 0.27%. And Riverside County down 0.8%. So again, all of these data points and indexes are telling a similar story, which is good. They kind of are corroborating each other here. And then moving on, we can look at the number of active listings in each county. So this is the total number of homes for sale. In Orange County, we have about 30% more homes on the market than we did at the same time last year. San Diego County has about 10% more. Los Angeles County about 22% more, and Riverside County about 15% more. So we are seeing the total number of homes for sale in Southern California growing. This is fairly substantial, but we're still far below what would be kind of considered a normal level of homes on the market historically prior to 2020 and COVID. And then, so the number of new listings coming on the market, this is the number of new listings during the month. So looking at July this year, we had about 2.9% more homes come on the market compared to July of last year in Orange County, 5.2% more in San Diego County, 0% more, so unchanged from a year ago in Los Angeles County, and 2.3% less homes coming on the market in Riverside County. And you can see that on a month-over-month basis, we also are seeing less new listings come on the market. And I'll say that that is fairly normal for this time of year. We typically see the most homes coming on the market in the spring and summer months. And then as we move into the fall and winter markets, that's when we see less homes coming on the market. And then finally here we have the average percent of the original list price. So this is, if you listed your home for $1 million, what is the average percentage of that you can expect to get? And so we can see that homes on average are selling below the list price. In Orange County, it had an average 97.4% in July, so that's down 2.8% from a year ago. In Los Angeles County, it was 97.5, down 1.4% from a year ago. That was San Diego County. In Los Angeles County, it's 98.2%, down 2.2% from a year ago. And in Riverside County, 96.4%, down 1.7% from a year ago. So you can see this is basically indicating that the market is slower than it was last year at the same time. And homes on average are selling for a lower percentage of the original list price than they were. Now, what we can kind of take away from this, because we've seen that home values haven't changed much from a year ago, it's that sellers are overpricing their homes more today than they were back then, because sellers have just gotten used to the fact that for the past few years, it's been very common that homes were selling above the asking price. And when your neighbor sold their home 3 months ago, you would expect that you would sell for more than them. Well, the market has shifted and that's no longer happening today. So it's important for home sellers to reset their expectations for what the housing market is like today and be very careful pricing their home very closely to what the most recent sales in the neighborhood sold for. So that wraps it up. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. More than happy to talk with you on the phone or through email or text if you have questions about the housing market. And again, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button, and please subscribe if you like to stay up to date on the housing market.